Welcome back to my YouTube channel. England, England, England. Wow. That was a very, very hard watch against Panama, especially the first half. So let's start with the lineup. It was Pickford, right back were Kwanzaa, it was Gehi, and I forgot his name. And then left back it was O'Reilly. He played positive really. He played Bellingham with Anderson. He played Saka on the right, Rashford on the left, and he played Morgan Rogers and Kane. So the first half, England didn't really create a lot. They had a lot of the ball. They moved it left to right, couple of passes around amongst the defense. They didn't look threatening for that long ball. Harry Kane didn't come in too deep. There was a lot of just ball possession play against Panama until probably the 40th minute. And then that's when Panama started rocking. They really started rocking at that time. Uh, but it was only 5 minutes left until halftime. Nothing was created in the first half. It was really boring. I struggled to keep awake because it was just a training drill. It was a passing drill. So the first half, nothing really happened. The second half, the only man that really steps up. There's only two people that step up, and they both scored today. It's Jude Bellingham, 62th minute, good header, and then Harry Kane on the 67th minute, 5 minutes apart. Bukayo Saka for the first assist. The second assist was for Bellingham. He went out to the wing. What Rashford should have done, what Saka should have done, is whipped it in. He didn't whip it in. Sorry, he crossed the ball, but it wasn't like a whipping one. It was one that was just gliding up, and Harry Kane. The only thing he had to do was just head it. 67th minute, Harry Kane scored 11 World Cup goals for England. He's a record holder now. New history in the making. He was tied with Gary Lineker, the great Gary Lineker. Gary Lineker's got 10 World Cup goals, and Harry Kane's got 11 World Cup goals. I would love to do some digging and find out who he's actually scored, because I don't think he really scores in the big moments. The Frances, the Spains, the Italy. I don't think he scores against big nations. I think he always scores like Panama, and Togo, Trinidad, all these teams, like DE division teams, nationals teams that he scores against. I've never seen him score important goals against the big nations, Argentina, Holland. You know, he always seems to score against the small nations like Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney did the same thing. I don't know if Harry Kane is the leading all-time England goal scorer. I think Wayne Rooney still got that record. But I can remember Wayne Rooney didn't score for like 3 tournaments in a row. So the man of the match of the first half was Rashford. He was really positive. Keep on beating his man. Came inside, I think, in the first half, and he took that shot, and the goalkeeper saved it. He looked really lively on the left wing. I would keep him on the left wing. Bukayo Saka, as you were aware, is suffering from an Achilles injury. So I don't think England and Arsenal can play him a lot in the next 12 months. They say the only way that injury gets better is by resting. And you can see in the second half of the season, Arsenal rested him a lot. They didn't really play him until maybe the last 2-3 weeks of the season and the final. So that was the first half done. Second half, Harry Kane become all-time leading top scorer. There were a couple of wobbles at the end for England. Panama nearly scored at the end. But you know what? England are group leaders. They haven't played as they played in the first half. First game against Croatia. The first game against Croatia was an 8 out of 10. It was a blockbuster game. They really played well. Everyone thought, you know what, this is England. England are going to win the World Cup. If they keep on looking like this, no one will be able to touch them regarding speed. But in the last two games, these teams, their main principle was low blocks and defending with 10 men behind the ball. And England seemed to not break these teams down at all. England, they're like a Croatia, and teams that will have a go at them, like a ding dong. But they can't break down teams that put 10 men behind the ball and park the bus. The next game England will play will be against the round of 32, DR Congo, hopefully, if they win against Uzbekistan. And I think they will because Uzbekistan has been leaking goals. So it'll be England against DR Congo. They beat Jamaica for the playoffs to get to the World Cup. And DR Congo, they're going to do the exact same thing that Ghana did. Just put 10 men behind the ball and just frustrate England. So the game will be at Atlanta. That's going to be a interesting place to play. So yeah, England are through, group winners. A lot of people are complaining because the way they've played the last two games. But you know what? If you're a group winner and you won 2 out of 3 games, there should be no complaining really. At the end, when you look at the history books, you look at the winner, you can't remember how the players played. Look at Italy, look at Greece, all these teams. Look at Argentina. In the last World Cup, they weren't playing amazing football every single game. They were just in there grinding out the results. So it's the same thing as this tournament. If England win this, people are not going to remember the group stages. They're only going to probably remember the final. So yeah, England did what they needed to do. Got another 3 points. Top in their group. And they've got an easy game next. DR Congo. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hype and comment. What do you think about England's group performance? Rate it out of 10. Put it in the comments. Is it a 7, an 8? To me, if it's a 6. So make sure you comment. And there's another one. See you in the next one.